안녕하십니까. 오늘 여러분들한테 소개해드릴 툴이 하나 있습니다. 제가 예전에 뉴스레터로도 소개를 한번 해드렸었던 툴인데요. 지니 AI라는 툴입니다. 그래서 오늘 이 영상에서 지니 AI에 대해서 잠깐 그냥 얘기를 해드리고, 지금 무료로 사용을 하실 수가 있습니다. 리포트 같은 거 뽑아 보실 수 있기 때문에 한번 사용을 해 보시고요. 여기 창업자하고 제가 최근에 인터뷰를 진행한 게 있습니다. 그래서 그 인터뷰 영상을 오늘 올려드릴 거고요. 이 영상을 통해서 여러분들 보실 수가 있습니다. 그래서 간단하게 이 지니 AI에 보시면은 여러분들 현재 무료로 이 리뷰 인사이트 같은 거를 얻으실 수가 있고요. 여기에 아마존 제품 에이슨을 넣게 되면 뭐 가령 이 제품이다. 그러면 이 제품에 에이슨을 이제 넣으시게 되면요. 프리로 리포트를 뽑아 보실 수가 있습니다. 그래서 여러분들 지금 프리로 해보실 수가 있으니까요. 제 생각에 요즘 AI가 많이 진입을 하게 되면서 이제 이러한 툴들도 이제 변화를 새롭게 맞이를 해 나가는 것 같아요. 그래서 이 리뷰에 대한 어떤 인사이트를 얼마만큼 받았고, 또 이제 AI 기능이 탑재되어 있기 때문에 이 리뷰를 전체를 이제 요약을 해서 뭐 보여주는 것은 물론이고 개선점 이런 것들을 다 찾아줍니다. 지금 보시면 뭐 네거티브 키워드하고 그 다음에 뭐 긍정적인 키워드 이런 것들이 다 나와 있고요. 마케팅 이렇게 좀 시간이 좀 걸리는데요. 이런 것들이 이렇게 어, 리포트로서 여러분들이 보실 수가 있습니다. 그래서 뭐 한글로 좀 본다면은 어떤 것들을 또 제안을 해주고요. 이 AI 기능이 기존의 AI 기능이 아닌 것들은 이렇게 제안을 할 수가 없습니다. 그래서 지금 무료로 테스트를 해보실 수가 있고요. 그래서 지금 여러분들 제품 또 프라임데이를 앞두고 경쟁사 제품들 이렇게 넣어 보시고요. 제품을 런칭하실 때에도 많이 활용을 해보실 수가 있을 것 같습니다. 그러면 여러분들 동영상 고정 댓글에 이거는 지금 링크를 올려드리도록 할 테니까 한 번씩 무료니까 한 번씩 트라이 해 보시고요. 지금 이 영상에서 이 창업자 오하드를 직접 인터뷰를 해봤습니다. 어떤 회사인지 또 어떤 스토리로 이게 창업이 됐는지 앞으로 이런 것들을 배우는 건 이커머스 셀러들한테 중요할지 이런 부분에 대해서 나눠보았습니다. 그럼 영상 시작하도록 하겠습니다. Hey, OHAD, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you, bopyo?
I'm doing good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah,
Pleasant to
you
be
know,
here. Thank you.
yeah. Please say hello to Amazon seller in South Korea.
Hi, nice to meet you.
hmm That's it.
Yeah, yes, I think that they were gonna hear me for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Oad. In this time, we will look at it. Genie AI, right? Do Amazon seller really need it or not? So let me figure out and then we'll take a look. Okay. So do you ready for
yeah,
presentation or introduce yourself and the Genie AI company?
yeah.
So what is your company? I mean, Genie AI. I hear that and I try already and then just introduce who are you and then what problem you can solve using Genie AI. Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell the story of Genie because by doing so, your followers will probably understand why we are facing and why we're trying to tackle this use case on Amazon using AI. Because my partner and I, we both were Amazon sellers. Okay, we are Amazon seven-figure sellers. We started on almost 4 years ago, before the COVID, and we came to Amazon from Shopify, from directly consumer brands and we did drop shipping, and we entered Amazon because the fulfillment by Amazon was the most efficient and the cheapest back then. So we started to sell on Amazon because of the FBA, and after 1 year we became seven figures. We had a lot of issues, cash flow and inventory, okay, mainly, and we understand back then that the approach, how we are doing the product research and how we finding the next product and how we are selling to the customers is pretty different, because we have a technological background, so it helped us to create, our own tools. And because we came outside Amazon, so we came with a very, strong approach and a background of marketing. And 1 year ago, we decided to pivot. We sold one of our brand, and the other one is still running and operating by an external company. And we raised money to build the next AI tools for the Amazon sellers, because, and I know it's going to be very, very big, and our vision is even bigger. Right now, all of us, all the Amazon sellers, are facing research tools, right? A lot of data, a lot of filters, a lot of dashboards, a lot of graphs, but we are all not data engineers and data scientists. We are business owners. We have to understand the clients and the inventory and the suppliers and Amazon TOS and customs and freight forwarding, everything, but we're not data scientists. And we are trying to build the next tools that will, tackle the main use case like PPC and product launch and the product research and competitors research by using AI, and without too much data. Because I have one of our investors said to me once that no one ever failed on Amazon because he didn't have enough data. They are failing because they are not focused. They have too much data, and we want to bring them the actionable insight. And this is the vision of Geenie AI. So about myself and Ilan, we are close friends for almost 20 years. We learned together in the high school. It's a funny story because we learned in a military boarding school, like the pre-army program, for almost 3 years, and we are friends from then. I went to more business wise, career. I worked for EY, Ernst Young. I did investment banking and strategic advisory. And Ilan went to university and graduated with computer science and mathematics. And he went to Wix, for example. He was a team leader at Wix. It's one of the biggest web companies in the world. And we joined together like almost 4 years ago, and we're doing nice business from then. I'm 38. Ilan is almost 40. We are both living in Israel. It's very far from you and Korea. And it's a lovely country, it's an important country. We have a lot of technology here, very, very brilliant minds. And what else? Maybe, I was a pro triathlete. I was one of the youngest Ironman in Israel. Ilan and I served in the army, military reporting school for almost 5 and 6 years. And I think that's all.
Yeah, I'm so glad you have an Amazon seller experience, right? Because sometimes some people doesn't have an Amazon seller experience, and then when they make the products and the services, that product services doesn't work because they don't know what is the most important thing in Amazon seller, right? So you are already you used to be Amazon seller, so you know already Amazon what is the important thing. So for example, like a PPC, Amazon PPC is very important to Amazon seller, and then reviews, Amazon review is very important. That's why I think Review Genie is coming up the world, right? So can you share, if you don't mind, can you share your screen review? You want to see actually Review Genie, Geenie AI, how does it work, and then what feature do you have?
So just a second, I'm opening a new window. Let's see. We're now focusing, we have another platform called Genie Discover, but we are now focusing on Genie Reviews because this is the main system, main platform that we are currently running. We passed the 700 users. Okay,
Okay.
it's very rapid growth, and we see enormous like rising in the usage. For example, in the first month, because it was very young product and the features were very limited, the average report per person was something like 2.7. Right now, most of the users are completing the free trial, like they're completing 10 reports because it's very addictive.
My question is, looks like very clean website, so it looks like very easy. But my question is, what kind of problem does Geenie AI solved? So
I will speak now for what we are solving right now. Like we are trying to solve more problems, but right now we identified. I didn't say that. I interviewed almost. Right now it's more than 100 Amazon sellers. Okay, from beginners to aggregators and 8-figure sellers, and we noticed that. Again, they have a lot of data, and they're facing very difficult problems to find the next product. And when they are finding the next product, they have limited resources how to make their next product to stand out on Amazon, because we all know the problem that we are all facing a rising competition from the Chinese sellers, because they're moving fast and they're near the supply chain, and they're doing, to be honest, amazing job. And we wanted to give the Amazon sellers, give them a new gold mine from their untapped data. Because I remember when we did our first product research, we read manually hundreds reviews, and only the negative reviews. Very important thing to say. And then some of our colleagues said, I have a VA, virtual assistant, that do it for me. So we give him we give him the same procedure, and his insights, his outcome was very limited. So we understand that we have the ability to take hundreds of reviews and take out of it, extract only the most insightful, actionable items that Amazon sellers can take, and he can do it several things. First is understand his audience, what they like and why they didn't like, and who is the persona, who is the
who is my customer,
who is your customers. Most of the sellers think that they are selling to to teenagers, but eventually who buys it, it's not the teenager, it's his parents, for example. I will show you a few examples. And so this Genie reviews is so easy. You need to paste your URL, I love to come to the new release, because it's really there. Let's see. You want to pick one?
You can pick on anything.
Yes, we need with a high volume of reviews, because that way let's copy the URL. Let's see. You see it's the ASIN. It's taking only the ASIN. Yes. And right now you see in seconds we are started to download the reviews, if we already had the reviews, and you see in a moment, the insight will appear here. We are now changing the UI of this main page. Our system. So I hope that next week I will send you the a release that we have a new feature on the front page. So what you can see here, just a second, I will try to remove it. What we can see here, it's the data from Amazon, how many ratings and how many reviews. You see it's a new launch, because this product has 284 rating and almost the same reviews.
Yeah.
It's not the normal ratio on Amazon, but it's a new launch, so it's okay. And down here you see the first thing that we're going to improve. If I go back to the how we used to analyze reviews, okay, we do it manually. We read and we write. You asked before, bopyo, what Genie is solving. Right now, okay, I'm taking a manual process that can take up to several hours. It depends how you're working very by yourself and with some methodology and stuff like that. Well, you see, it's less than 2 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Okay, less than 2 minutes because there is only 34 reviews. So what you can see here, okay, we divided it to many tabs, okay, because each tab is telling you different story. So overall insight summary, you can, it's like it's more than a reality check to understand.
Wait a minute, I have a question. So I think there are services that could be analyzed in the review, past. So, in the world, they have already programmed like Helium 10, another program, they can actually download the review. And so people already know their their service and then their program. So, but your company used the name AI, right? So where did the AI work? What is your AI does work? Yeah, I just want to know, what is your AI feature? Yeah.
Okay. The AI feature, because I didn't mention it, but you can share it with your friends. The link is copied and you can download your reviews. Okay, right now it's for free because if you want to download it, you need to pay for other tools, but never mind. The AI comes, we call it AI before BI or AI instead of BI. BI is the business intelligence. It's all the, if you use the Helium 10 feature of the reviews insights or the other companies, you see that word cloud or the words in one cloud, and you can see the most frequent word is even bigger than the other. It's like, again, it's a research. You need to think what you can do with it. In a moment, you will see, for example, okay, I will show you what is the AI. We can take in minutes, many reviews and tell you, for example, what new variation you can use or you can, bring to this product if you own the product. And if you want to launch a competitor product, you can use this data. And we will dig in because right now you see it's a solar spotlight. You put it in your yard, and during the day it gets sunlight, and in the evening it's projecting some kind of light. So you see, offering different color lights, provided different size, offering the version with the largest solar panel for increased efficiency, creating light with metal design for added durability. Okay, it's very important, this thing. Not all the insights are valid, but you need to find, the first insight that you can take and implement in your product. For example, let's see. Okay, I'm moving on. Who is your target audience? Because we spoke about it earlier, but the main problem of sellers, e-com sellers on each platform is that usually they don't know who they are selling to. And if you're not, who are you selling to? Who is your, the potential buyer? You don't know how to sell it. For example, let's see. Outdoorsy individuals who wish to add touch to light to their garden. Okay, homeowners looking to secure their property. It's very interesting because security. Okay, it's not only beauty, it's not a design thing. People on a budget because it's a low ticket, low price ticket. Environmentally conscious individuals because it's not only the target audience. Like when you know that your audience, it's very, it's important to them. All the environment you can highlight it in your list. Okay. Flexibility, people who prioritize flexibility and durability. And I think that I want to show you something else that we worked all the afternoon here in Israel to present to you. Okay, it's our new home extension. And we also bring in the Google Trends insight because you need to know what is the trend outside in the global market. Okay, and we are helping you to craft, the first PPC keywords. You need you need to take it and to search for the volume.
So basically, AI give us a solution and then advice, insight, those things. Before, when I use different tool, I just can download just data, and I just look at my data, and then I need figure out what is my next action. But this AI give us a solution and then advice. Okay, you need to do this. You need to do this. Like those AI, I think, main feature, right?
Yeah. So I want to show you something else. Okay. AI21, it's an Israeli company, and Amazon picked them to be the large language model.
Oh.
Amazon will use AI21, and why it's important? It's important because we're speaking about the future, but Amazon are changing the way people will search for the products, right? And we are thinking very, few months ahead. We want to help sellers adapt their listing, adapt the product to the new way of programmatic search, okay? Or it's not a keyword search. It will give me a controller under $30 that fits to add-ons, hence, okay, with high durability. This is how the new era of customers will search, and this is where we want to be. We want to help you to adapt your list to...
I understand. Customer can drop very detailed question, not only keyword. They can, search very detailed, things, right? Yeah, I understand. Right now, just, doing only keyword, but when generative AI is coming to actually Amazon search engine or, Google or different, search engine, customer, they actually can drop, very detailed question things. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we wanna see you have so different feature, right? So do you think what is the most important thing, number one feature? So when your customer using this Genie AI, they have to check, definitely they have to check one feature or one data. Which one is that?
From my perspective, and this is why we work very hard to launch it, is the free text question. Because that way you will get instant answers to your concerns about the product you own or the product you want to launch. For example, one of the beta users, okay, is an Israeli seller called Elad. And Elad told us that he used this feature to understand what is the size of the belt that he need to launch first, because belts, there's the variation and sizes, and he used it to pick the right size. You can do it, to understand what is the most the bestseller size, or the most the variation with the high amount of reviews. But that way he could save time and ask the question that he had, and get answers. The second thing is all the new product improvement and features, because I will say something very bombastic. I never met a seller that used our platform and didn't, he is running a report most of the time for at the beginning and on products that he knows. And I never met a seller that was wow, like aha moment, that on some insight that he need to, he sell this product for years and it took him years to understand, or he see a new opportunity that he didn't think of. I have a lot of testimonial like that. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any feature relate Amazon PPC? Do you have any feature your program? If
wow,
somebody
it's a very good question. Right now we have the PPC. It's a very good question because Ilan and I are speaking about it like half of the day. Why? Because the most concern issue Amazon sellers have is the PPC cost and the rising cost of the advertising on the platform. And it's very important to understand that from the reviews, because what is the genius way what is the genius approach that Genie brings to the market? We are not, starting from the keywords, from the volume of search per keyword. This is how all the other companies are working. We are starting from the reviews because sellers has like thousands of reviews, and they cannot read and they cannot be on top of it. But if we will take the voice of customers, and from that, we will build our campaigns, okay? You can build a better brand awareness campaigns. You can build a better display campaigns. You can build, very interesting. We know that users are using Geenie AI to understand the audience. And by doing that, they know how to build a better campaigns. They can find negative and alternative and, a product keywords, so they can enrich their PPC campaigns. And just a second. And very interesting thing is that we are trying to solve this pain from another angle. So it's okay that I will take like 1 minute to explain how we're going to do it?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah.
Because we are all used, Perpetua and apps like that, and it's very complicated. I'm not, let's say that all of them are 100% accurate. It's very hard to, to manage all the rules and all the automation. It's very hard. So I'm not trying to build another PPC tool. The problem is not the PPC. The problem that there's not enough, sales and not enough GMV and not enough profitability in those sales. So what we are trying to do is, and we already succeeded. Okay, it's something that I never talked about it until now. We want to give Amazon sellers the ability to go outside Amazon. What does it mean? We want that in one click, you can generate your website, okay? We call it SEO website. In one click. We're not going to take your title and put it in the title of the website, right? Because we know who is your customers. We know what is the compelling USP that he needs to understand to hear from your brand, from your product. So what we are working on is that each seller, I think, especially at the beginning, when you try to generate new sales on your new product launch, we know how to build it in like minutes with articles, with SEO articles that will, eventually will bring you traffic from Google and Bing and maybe GPT to Amazon. So this is how we're going to solve it. I hope to show you, to send you a message next week with a presentation, like not presentation, MVP. So this is how we're going to solve the rising cost of the PPC.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just seeing your website subscription here, right? So can you share your screen if you can? I wanna asking you $89 plan. They have some different name, some special feature. I think this is a special feature for $89 plan. So I want to know what is the main thing? Yeah.
The main differentiation is the amount of reports that you can generate. In the light program, you can generate up to 10 a month. We're going to upgrade it to 20 per month. And in the Pro, you have unlimited. I can tell you that one of our users in 2.5 months generates more than 400 reviews.
Wow.
I don't know to whom he's sending this data, but his job, it's okay.
Yeah.
And the second thing is the free text, like what I showed you, that you can send, you can ask whatever you want in your own question. This is the main difference, and the amount of reviews that we are analyzing. In the Lite, it's only 300, in the Pro, it's 700, and we are working to increase that also to be on 500 tier and 1,000 tier. The last thing is the TOS analysis. What does it mean? TOS is the term of service. We have the ability to read all the TOS. We call it the TOS. It's very easy to pronounce. The TOS, the terms of service of Amazon. We have it all updated on a weekly basis, and it will become a daily basis. We have all the TOS in our database. So when you are searching for, let's say, toys and games product, we will give you all the verification and all the documents that you need in order to sell this product. Okay, all the risks and all the stuff that you need to know before you are picking this product. And why? We understand that most of the sellers never enter to the TOS. Maybe they read one article or two. And I will ask you a question, bopyo. How many articles you have on the Seller Center help center? How many
I'm
topics?
not sure. So many, article. I don't have time to read all those articles. I don't know.
We have. Pick a number, like.
It's very difficult question. So give me some example.
It's 1,673 topics.
Wow, you see a lot of topic. Who's gonna read all those topics?
We have an internal joke at Genie that even the chief regulation of Amazon doesn't know all the regulation that is going on the platform. And this is why we want to help sellers. Again, we don't want to give you the TOS more accessible. No, we want to give you only the data that you need to know about your niche, about your and stuff like that. So this is something else that we are launching next week.
I think that is gonna be good feature, really good feature. But my question is, Amazon all the time they update, article and then publish those things, right? So your program, also Genie, is gonna catch up new update things, of course, right?
Yes. On a weekly, I said it before, we're now doing it on a weekly basis, and it's going to be on a daily basis. No one else is offering this kind of solution. And we will launch. We are working on we don't have the name. We call it Tossify. We are working on AI assistant that you can ask again all the questions you want to know. For example, the hottest topic from the last day. I need to verify my account. What are the steps to do it? For example, okay. This is some kind of insight and guide and how to that we can provide to the sellers.
Okay. Now I'm clear. So, I think, that's it for today, our interview. We check, what Geenie AI can solve, and then what is the, plan is what is the different plan, different feature, and then what actually they can do using Geenie AI. And then about PPC things, and then new feature is I think we all cover this all things I think in this conversation. So so my last question is what are your feature development plan? Because the Geenie AI is always update. So what can expect 1 year later? What is
Wow.
the 1 year later?
1 year later, I will be 1 year 1 year later old. This is the only thing that I can be sure of. Right now we are raising new funds from professional investors, and mainly I'm glad to say that half of the round is covered by Amazon sellers. Okay, and I'm very glad to say, because this is the most important thing, that sellers are backing us. It's very important. It's not a regular type of angel investors, and we are planning to release new use cases. What does it mean? We want to not right now. Geenie AI is it's not limited, but it's not how we want to build it. For example, if you want, I will try to answer it very quickly. Geenie AI knows better about your product and your target audience and your features more than the seller. Like, think about it, it's like the 360-degree covering, because we know everything about the product. We want to help the sellers, generate their Google ads, or generate their Q&A section. We want to help them to, when a customer has any problem, he can ask our bot, our Geenie AI bot, and he will provide him so many things that will eventually save him time, and let's be honest, they will do a better job. For example, if you want to generate new Facebook posts, we can do it also with the image. I didn't mention it, but the next feature that we are working on is to create new image gallery, lifestyle and features, in comparison and stuff like that, because the technology is out there, and we are working on it to bring it home. And one last thing, because we have a very nice roadmap, I will share it with you if you want it later. But the next thing that we are working on, and it's very complex, is all the negative review. We want to help sellers identify negative review that they can ask Amazon to remove. They are against the TOS. They are not compliant with the Amazon guideline. And we want to do it automatically. Like Ketida, that you mentioned, they're doing an amazing job, and Sales Investigator. We want to help sellers get rid of the negative reviews that comes from the competitors, come from black hat, campaigns that you're waking up one day and see so many negative reviews from one IP and stuff like that. This is something very, very big that we're working on. We want to help Amazon sellers. but using AI and not giving them more data. We want to give them precisely and very insightful action items. And and if I may say something, it's very important for us to get this feedback, okay? And your question and the question that comes from your followers, it's very important because this is how we're building the product. So keep send us your feedback, keep sending us your everything you want. We are hearing and we are writing it all. We have a system that prioritize the request, and I'm very glad that that we spoke in the last hour, and thank you for that.
Yeah, OHAD. So you have thank you for your answer. By the way, OHAD, you have a Amazon selling experience, right? So I'm gonna give you one more question. So I wanna ask you, in this day, a lot of AI feature and service is coming to the world. For example, as you know, ChatGPT and then Google Bard and Midjourney and or different startup company and new service is all different. I think 1,000 company is coming to the world. So my question is, if I'm selling my physical product to Amazon, right? So if I'm the Amazon seller, if somebody is selling, Shopify, anyway, e-commerce seller, do you think e-commerce seller, they have to learn like a AI feature like ChatGPT, Google Bard, and all different, they have to learn, they have to use? Do you think this is gonna be important in the future? What is your opinion?
Wow, it's amazing question.
Yeah,
I think that what is saturation. Every time you asking sellers if he recommend to sell on Amazon, he tells you no, it's very saturated. There's so many competitors, so many products. And you know what? They said it even 10 years ago. So the market will keep on being saturated. So don't be afraid from that. And why I'm saying that? Because right now, sellers has so many like superhuman abilities to find products, to differentiate them, to speak with the suppliers, and create new listing, and to advertise outside Amazon and Amazon. They have a lot of power using GPT, using Genie, using whatever other tools. So, for my opinion, it's a must-have. A seller without the AI, ability to how to write prompts and how to connect all the platforms, and how to speak with the computer. I think it's a new era of new sellers, like sellers that can leverage the power of AI. And this is what would be the real gap between the old sellers and the new sellers.
Yeah. Okay. OHAD, thank you for your answer, and then thank you for your time, and thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Say hello to Korean Amazon seller. Anything,
I can show you. I try to understand how to say in Korean good evening or good morning, but it was very long. It was very long.
Maybe you can say this. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Yeah. Oh, you're speaking very well. Yeah. 감사합니다 meaning is thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate your everything. Like every time I see a new user from Korea, I'm very glad, and I immediately thinking about you. So keep doing your amazing job. I know there's a lot of brilliant brands on Amazon coming from Korea, and I don't know if you know, but in Israel, South Korea is like inspiration for education and for creativity. I don't know if you know it. For my opinion, South Korea, it's like wow. and I hope to visit Seoul one day.
Yeah.
And you know, the Air Korean is a very wonderful travel company, and the airport also. I heard very good things about it. So thank you very much for all of you, and it was my pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Bye, OHAD.
Bye, bopyo. Bye, bye.